Dr. William Sears has been advising busy parents how to raise healthier families for over 35 years. He's still doing so today, along with 3 of his sons, at the Sears Family Clinic in San Clemente, California. Dr. Sears and his wife Martha have authored more than 30 best-selling books on parenting and childcare. He serves as a medical consultant for Parenting and Baby Talk magazines. His AskDrSears.com website is one of the most popular health sites on the internet. And he's worried about the state of our nation's health.
I'm excited about sharing with you what I feel are 9 changes that will help your family grow happier and healthier. We have a nutritional crisis in America. Your children are eating an alarming amount of junk foods, and it's harming their growing bodies. And we pediatricians are seeing the consequences. High blood pressure, high blood sugar, high blood cholesterol, earlier and earlier in children. Not only are children's bodies getting less healthy, so are their brains. The number of drugs to pick children up or calm them down, to alter their moods, is increasing at an alarming rate. But the good news is all these diseases are preventable by how you feed your children. When parents come into my office and their child has a chronic illness such as diabetes or asthma or ADD, one of the things I want to educate them in is a new model of medical care, and one I call the pills and skills model. And that means relying less on pills and more on self-help skills. And those self-help skills are teaching your body to muster up its own internal medicine.
How does a family develop those self-help skills? Dr. Sears offers 9 simple steps to a healthier family diet. Step 1, shape young tastes.
I use my pediatric office as sort of a nutritional laboratory to study outcome. I noticed there was a group of moms in my office I called pure moms. They never let a morsel of junk food enter the lips of their children for many years. And then I started following these children over the years. I noticed, wow, I don't see these kids that often because they're not as sick as often. And I found they didn't have as many school problems and attention problems. So not only were their bodies healthier, their brains were better off. And when these pure children of pure parents would get out into the real world of junk food, they didn't overdose. They developed a taste for real, wholesome food. We don't have to be perfect. The occasional junk food's okay. But the more you can start those early years in programming your children toward healthier eating habits, the better. That is the beginning of the gift of health that I want you to give your children.
Step 2, feed your family the right carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates are not bad things. In fact, children need lots of carbs to grow, to think, and to play. Children need at least 50% of their diet in the form of healthy carbs, even more if they're very active. The same is true for older children and adults, especially the more active we are. The more active we are, the more energy we need in the form of carbs. But the key is they need good for you carbs, not bad for you carbs. The good carbs are packaged by nature. The fruits, the vegetables, the whole grains, those are good carbs. The bad carbs come from the factory. The worst carbs are your sweetened beverages. A good carb, or a good for you carb, has 2 friends, protein and fiber. They keep the good carb from rushing into the bloodstream too fast. They steady the entry of sugar into the bloodstream, so you get a nice, continual, steady supply of energy. A bad for you carb has no fiber, no protein. It rushes into the bloodstream too fast, and the blood sugar goes real high and makes you jittery. And it comes way down, and that roller coaster effects of highs and lows all day long is what makes us tired and grumpy.
Step 3. Feed your family the right fats.
Just like with carbs, at all ages we need a right fat diet, not necessarily a low fat diet. This low fat craze can be unhealthy, especially for growing children. The two main nutritional deficiencies that I believe exist at all ages is fruits and vegetables, number one, and omega-3 fats. The best fats are seafood, especially wild salmon. Certain oils, like flax oil and olive oil. Nuts and nut butters. Seeds, like sesame seeds and sunflower seeds, and avocados. The less healthy fats come from animal fats, and the worst fats come from factory. We call these hydrogenated fats, or hydrogenated oils. Another name is trans fats. These are fats that have been processed and chemically changed so they make food last longer. Healthy fats are a rich source of energy. So when we run out of energy from carbs, our body dips into like a reserve fuel tank of fat.
Step 4. Feed your family grow foods.
In our family, we use the term grow foods because kids equate grow foods with performance, running fast, getting bigger, getting stronger, getting smarter. Vegetables, legumes like peas, beans, lentils, fruits, whole grains, nuts, yogurt, eggs, and oils. You'll notice they all have one thing in common. They come from nature, not from the factory. Grow foods balance the blood sugar. Because they're packaged with protein and fiber and healthy carbohydrates and healthy fats, the energy gets in at a steady rate, so you don't have the ups and downs of blood sugar like you would with non-grow foods or junk food.
You can emphasize grow foods in the diet with what he calls traffic light eating.
Green light foods are go-for-it foods, anytime foods. Those are the fruits, the vegetables, all those grow foods we found in nature. Then there are the yellow light foods. These are the sweet treats, the desserts, the ice cream, the frozen yogurt. They're a sometimes food. Then we have the red light foods. They're a no-time food. The red light food says, stop, can you make a healthier choice?
Step 5. Raise a grazer.
Grazing means eating small, frequent mini meals throughout the day instead of gorging on big meals. Children are meant to graze. In fact, all ages do better and are healthier when we graze. Studies have shown that people who eat the same number of calories a day, if they break that up into 5 or 6 mini meals instead of 3 big meals, they tend to put on less extra body fat. One of the best ways to encourage your children to become grazers is to let them feed themselves and serve themselves. In fact, studies have shown that children tend to eat smaller portions when they serve themselves. When we serve our children, we tend to feed them adult portions. Now, what we've done in our family is to make a nibble tray. So you take all these little grow foods and you cut them up to look like children's foods. And you give them childlike names like broccoli trees, orange wheels, cooked carrot sticks. And you place that nibble tray on the child's little table. The child will play a while, come and sit and graze a bit, and go on and play a while and come back and graze. At the end of the day, that little tray is empty.
Step 6. Start the day with a brainy breakfast.
Breakfast sets the nutritional tone for the day. Sending your child off to school without a healthy breakfast is like driving your car off to work with an empty fuel tank. The brain uses 25% of all the food energy we eat. The brain does not store energy, so it requires a steady supply of energy before it runs out of gas. Children are better behaved when they begin the day with a brainy breakfast. They have fewer blood sugar swings and therefore fewer mood swings. Children learn better when they begin the day with a brainy breakfast. What happens if children skip breakfast or have a junk carb breakfast? They simply run out of gas. It's no wonder children get these labels of learning problems and attention problems. Studies have shown those who begin the day with a brainy breakfast make higher grades, are better attentive, and have fewer absences in school.
Step 7. Feed your family lots of fruits and vegetables.
Remember how grandmother advised you to eat your fruits and vegetables. Grandmother was nutritionally correct. Fruits and vegetables are natural grow foods, go for it foods, anytime foods. They have the right carbs, the right fats, fiber, protein. They're the total package. Consider fruits and vegetables like nature's pharmacy. Fruits and vegetables contain what are called phytonutrients. They are the immune-boosting nutrients in fruits and vegetables that give them a deep color. It's important to eat a variety of fruits and vegetables, or a variety of phytos. And the reason is there's a nutritional principle called synergy. If you eat a lot of phytos, or a lot of different colors, a lot of different fruits and vegetables, all those phytos come together and really boost the immune system. You have to be very creative sometimes to get children to eat lots of veggies. So here are some tricks from our family we call sneakies. Make nutritious dips. Make veggie art like pretty pizza, which is veggies sprinkled over a whole wheat tortilla or pita bread. Kids love pretty pizzas.
Step 8. Take your children to the supermarket.
The supermarket is a giant nutritional classroom. Take advantage of it. Take your children shopping. First of all, sit down with your child and make a shopping list of grow foods. As soon as you enter the supermarket, we say, we only shop the perimeter because that's where the grow foods are. Have fun with your child shopping. While in the produce aisle, pick up a head of iceberg lettuce in one hand and say romaine or spinach in the other. And ask your child, do you notice the difference? And say, well, the iceberg is pale and this is green. That's because the green lettuce has lots of grow food in it.
Which one is the healthy cereal?
And then go over to the cereal aisle and you pick out the cereals that have the right carbs on them. The bread aisle is one of my favorites. Have your child pick up a loaf of white bread and contrast it with a loaf of 100% whole wheat bread in the other hand. And ask your child, do you notice any difference? They're likely to say, well, the white bread is kind of lighter. It's not as heavy, and it's squishy. Do you want your muscles to feel weak and squishy like the white bread, or strong and firm like the whole wheat bread? That's why we call white bread air bread, because it doesn't have any grow food in it. Kids love to be active shoppers.
Having fun at the supermarket is one thing. Making time to do it is another. That's why Dr. Sears suggests Step 9. Add a whole food-based supplement to the family diet.
There is no substitute for just wholesome, real, whole foods. The fact is, children have erratic eating habits, and we don't live in an ideal world.
That's why Dr. Sears recommends Juice Plus to his patients.
The difference about Juice Plus is from 17 different fruits and vegetables, all conveniently packaged in a little capsule. Many vitamins, many minerals, and many phytonutrients, all those acting together. Even though Juice Plus comes in a capsule and could be perceived as a pill, it really belongs in the skills model because Juice Plus helps the body muster up its own internal medicine. The fruits and vegetables in Juice Plus are natural phytos, those phytonutrients we talk about, the immune boosters. Juice Plus is like an insurance policy to make sure you get the necessary or optimal level of all these immune boosters. I found out about Juice Plus through my wife. I was recovering from colon cancer. And one night after chemotherapy and radiation, I sat down at the table and my wife shows me these 4 little capsules. 2 pink and 2 green. I said, Martha, what are these? And she said, never mind, just take them. So I simply took them. But being a doctor, I said, I gotta find out what's in these capsules. So I started studying about Juice Plus. And I looked at the science of Juice Plus, reputable journals showing how much healthier people are after taking Juice Plus. And then I thought, if it helps me, I want my whole family to take it. And then I started using it in our pediatric practice, and I noticed the health differences. One of the things that impressed me about Juice Plus is how well researched it is. Many companies spend a lot on advertising and not very much on basic research. Juice Plus was just the opposite. Little on advertising, a lot on research. As a doctor, that impressed me. And what really impressed me is the effects I've seen in my pediatric practice. I would take children who were sick all the time, who had terrible eating habits, and put them on Juice Plus, and then moms would come in maybe a year later and say, the reason, Dr. Bill, you haven't seen us so often is because my child is so much healthier after taking Juice Plus. Parents would say, you know, Dr. Bill, something surprisingly happened. When my child started taking Juice Plus, my child would eat more fruits and vegetables. I said, wow, that's interesting. So back to the books. Why? I was curious, why would children willingly eat more fruits and vegetables after taking Juice Plus? And I found it's the old concept of metabolic programming. It's like you're giving the child all these fruits and vegetables, and the body says, wow, that's good for me. Give me more.
9 simple steps from a doctor who has cared for parents and their children for more than 35 years.
I want these 9 simple steps, which you have learned, to make a difference in your family's health. The best gift you can give your children is the gift of health. And for adults, one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself is the gift of health, especially as we age. We plan for our financial retirement. We want time and we want money. But one of the things we forget is to plan for our health. So I hope these 9 simple steps will help you formulate your own retirement health plan. It's never too late to start on the path to good health.